Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. We're gonna focus on the game for this one because I'm a little bit tired out about talking about random nonsense that I've watched on the television. Although, if you didn't see the comment on yesterday's video, and if you're not on the Discord server, the movie that I was talking about in the last episode is called Hidden Intentions. Thank you, IMDb, Death of Mother tag. You are very cool. I would never have found the movie if I didn't have that. So thank you, IMDb, Death of Mother tag. Thank you. Also, something that's kind of interesting is that in the trailer for the movie, and I mean, this is something that I haven't really thought about in a long time. So, I mean, I knew it, but it's just something that hasn't really occurred to me in years. And that's the fact that when you put a movie on TV, it gets cut down by the station that you put it on. And so they'll cut different parts out of the movie. And that actually happened with Hidden Intentions, because if you watch the trailer, there are scenes in the trailer that aren't in the movie that I saw. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Second mystery and second enemy, strength, dex, and knowledge. So everything but charisma. And then we have to remember both of our things. So I thought it was really interesting. Like, I don't know if those were cut out of the movie, or if the TV station cut them out, but, you know, there's a lot of context that was missing. And this is in the trailer, so I don't feel bad about saying this before the run begins. But in the trailer, you see the imposter aunt killing the real aunt, which you don't see in the movie, at least not in the version that I watched. And then you also see that there was more to the garroting, the piano wire garret scene, than there was in the version of the movie that I watched. So it was really weird. But the aunt's motivation is literally still just to get a job, which I think is really funny. So with that out of the way, Kouji, 7th curse, 2nd mystery, 2nd enemy, strength, dexterity, and knowledge. Now, Fear Festival is a little bit less good because we can only get Hermit and the dogs as allies. We can't get anybody else. And we've got a fair bit, not a lot, but we have we've got about, like, 2 in, like, 10%, right? Like, I don't really know how many investigations a mystery is on average, so that's just a guess, but, you know, you gotta go to the village twice for this. So we'll probably start with Botany and kind of work our way up. Now, as Kouji, we got 6 strength, so I want to get... Here's the thing. I want to get the monkey wrench, but we're also going to get the compass as well, so we're going to curse ourselves. Paranoia is dexterity, so that's going to make this a little bit more difficult than it probably has to be. So that's a little bit unfortunate that we have to do that, but... And the monkey wrench is 4 funds, right? It's 4 funds, right? Yeah, it's 4 funds. I hope. Now, if it exists. It might not exist. The ancient astronaut theorists would have you believe that it might not exist. But I feel like that we're pretty nicely set up. 23% Doom is pretty bad. But I have a feeling... Dusty Grimoire is awful, by the way. Like, we might as well just sell this so that we don't have to deal with Jar of Blood Man. Here's the deal, right? When you have sort of a really good setup like this, like we've got all of our slots taken care of. We've got slot A, B, and C, and they're good. I feel like it's kind of... I feel like we're in a solid place, and we have the... Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. We rolled a 7 there. We almost got injured, which we would not have been able to take care of easily. But what was I gonna say? We have a great setup for pretty much the entire game. Like, we really don't need to do anything but click right now. And we have to put 4 points into dexterity and 2 points into strength. So what we can do here is we can get quick thinking. So that takes us up, if we pair it with dexterity, that takes us up to 6, which would be really nice, because then we only have to put 3 points. So that's what we'll aim for. Okay, now we have to put 2 points into knowledge, which is a little bit unfortunate. The run is coming apart at the seams here really quickly. But we have a good setup. All we have to do... I was hoping we could leverage our high perception there for the campsite, but apparently the wolves have learned to walk on 2 legs, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we just kind of vibe, you know? There's not really anything that we can do here. So we're gonna get +3, +2% Doom from your boy Shiro-san. So we're using all perks actually as well. So the chances that we'll be able to increase those is actually not very good. So we'll worry about strength for now because it's our combat stat, but because we have all perks, the chances that we get either quick thinking or folklore studies is very low. So I feel like what we should do is we should, if we get one of them, that should be the stat that we try to go second with. Which is a little bit weird, but I still think that's a viable way of doing things. As far as how the run is just going in general, here's the thing, I want to do Fear Festival because we didn't get roads closed, but unfortunately, like, a big problem is that we can't really get any benefit out of it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get Coma taken care of, and we're gonna wait until the last investigation, and then we are going to spam as many times as possible, even if we have to sell something. Like if we have to sell the camera or get ourselves cursed, we can do that too. But we're gonna try to hit the monument as much as possible. And then we are going to recover in Fear Festival. We're going to have that as sort of like a recovery. Now, going to the village twice is a little sketchy because that's going to be 24% Doom. But I mean, you look at this and then you can't really be that upset. I don't know what refusing politely actually does. I don't think we've ever done it before. Or if we did, I don't remember. But the wine bottle is always good because there's just so much value. Now here, we could get something rather nice. For this particularly, we're gonna start climbing the temple because we do have a wine bottle. And we can kind of use it to recover after the mystery is over. So this could potentially be... I think we sell this because we need 8 knowledge, which the camera currently means that we only need 2 more knowledge. But if we get rid of the camera, then we need, 3 more knowledge, and you quickly realize it's not going to happen. Losing money there is kind of a bummer, but we'll kind of see what happens here. We've got a name, let's get out, and then we go to the downtown one more time, and then we come back to the hospital. Because that do be how it works, though. Kouji's doing a thorough investigation here. You love to see that. Instructions for a summoning ritual. Oh no, they're trying to summon an old god. This is the first fight, by the way. I want to make that clear. This is the first fight, isn't it? Because I don't remember... Yeah, no, this literally is the first fight. This is the second mystery, Coma, but this is the first fight. I'm fairly certain, because we didn't fight anybody up until this point. It's been rather smooth sailing. Oh no, Shiro-san, so Ghoul. Okay, so... Ghoul is our second enemy, and Coma is our second mystery, so write that down. Write that down, write that down. It's very important. Not for you, particularly, but for me, because I do kind of need to remember it, to be honest with you. Do we throw the kendo helmet? I don't know. I think we'll just... Do we just drink the bottle of water? I guess we could, and then just do the same thing again. Now, do we want to risk this? Sure, why not? Let's do it. You feeling lucky, Punk? She's feeling lucky. Okay, she's feeling lucky. But is she feeling lucky again? How many coin flips is she gonna win? Only one. And we should be able to, yes, guarantee that she's done and or dusted now. So it's time. It's monument time. Once again. We're gonna go here as much as possible. And we're a little bit concerned about it constantly requiring reason, but it is what it is, right? So we're gonna keep the dust of seeing. So there we go. That's given us a huge advantage, I believe. And I feel like that'll do us pretty good. If we get Jar of Blood Man, we'll take stamina. Thank you, Luck Check. That is very cool. We are going to take another beating here because there's no way that we could fight the monster, but we have Doomed already, of all things, so it should be rather helpful. I mean, both of these are really nice. I think we're going to take First Aid because I like the healing more. Because we've got good combat, right? So, I forgot to drink the wine, by the way. just so you know. But it'll be fine. I think that we're gonna rest a couple times at Fear Festival anyways. Fear Festival ending B is so bad, dude. Like you don't, when you're trying to win, you don't really want it. And you might be wondering why we're doing this. Like, we're going back and forth looking for allies. Well, one, it skips the time harmlessly, and it progresses the mystery. The second thing is that there are actually, Seventh Curse is lying to you. There are allies that we can get. For instance, the dog is one of them. However, the dog doesn't really do anything, because there's only, like, what, 2 enemies who can drop items, who have a chance of dropping items. It's like the lumpy officer and one other person. So, you know, unfortunately, Ryoko's not one of them, so it'd just be a waste to try to get Ryoko there. But the allies are Hermit and the dogs. Except, apparently, like, see, we just got Camp Dog right there. Apparently, is it Attack Dog who for some reason isn't counted in the pool? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. We're gonna go ahead and I think, are we gonna rest one more time? Go up to 41% Doom, third mystery. Probably that's fine. I mean, that's playing it safe. Like, if we get Hermit, we're pretty happy, right? But at the same time, I think, well, yeah, we have so much reason gain. If we have a chance at getting Hermit, we should probably take it. Asato again, unfortunately. But it's also nice because it does just pass the time harmlessly, which is not something that you can do in World of Horror very often. Now, I do realize, in hindsight, because we are Timeline B, that we could have not put any points into Strength, and we could have been leveling Knowledge or Dexterity, but I still think it probably, like, we'll most likely go for Dexterity, just because it's, you know, it's gonna get a +2 once we put on that hoodie, but at the same time, okay, she feeling lucky? Is Leech Girl feeling lucky? I think she is. It's 380% chances. Yeah, she's feeling lucky. She is a lucky punk, but here's the thing, we're gonna get that healing, we're gonna heal right away, so it's not a big deal either. You hate to see this. You really do. Now, what we can do is, can we brace and then kill him? So we want this to happen, I think. I actually don't know. Because we can brace for impact here, and then we could guarantee this. So he goes down to 13, but what does that really do? Can we prep? Well, we can't prep both of them. So we'd have to do, like, an 95-85, because again, he cancels anything. The glitched enemies and the magic enemies, they cancel anything past 5 actions, so you have to stay under 5 actions. So what we can do here is we just hope that it works. and we just hope that these actions work, because we don't want to get our actions canceled. Like, if we did any more there, he would have canceled the action anyways, so it's like, what are you really gonna do? Okay, so I don't think our stats matter here, but just in case, we'll drink the wine bottle after. I can't close it, by the way. I can't. Oh no, I can't close the wine bottle. There we go. So we got 5 damage. That's very good. We'll drink the wine bottle now. I don't think it should change anything, right? Oh, it does. Huh? Is it stat based? Huh? I had no idea. So in hindsight, I made an error. So we'll take 6% Doom. Oh yeah, we'll take 6% Doom versus whatever we got going on earlier. We could have done a lot better there. So it's strength based, the damage here. Is this a strength based action? It doesn't say it's a strength based action. So that's really weird. And usually, this is something that's a little bit annoying. Usually the stat changes aren't applied mid combat, which is they're not applied mid event typically, and I don't think they're applied mid combat. So I'm a little bit sad about that, to be honest with you. I am a little bit sad. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. The Doom doesn't really matter either. Although we do have 2 boss fights. I kind of want to fight both of them, to be real with you. Because they're both, like, decent enough. Like, well, we'll see. We'll fight the perverted centipede first. And then we will see. This is... No, I'm going to ignore it. We have 5 dexterity. Are you crazy? This is... I mean, admittedly, we just have to roll under a 5. But it's a D12. Or we'd have to roll a 5 or lower. But it do be a D12, though. So we want to get as much EXP as possible, but there's not really anything we can do to change that. We just have to, you know, roll lower. We just have to make the dexterity check, which, haha, funny, we did. Want to see me do it again? Please, God, no. So we can kill him in 2 turns, and we will. We'll yeet the empty bottle at him. Which is, actually, should we eat the compass? Is the compass going to do anything? I don't think it is. I don't think the compass will do anything. Well, apparently that, Jesus Christ, that did 4 damage, the bottle. That is half of the damage of a bottle of sludge that just happened right there, and I am so confused. I have no idea how the throwing calculations work, because it seems like most of the time you throw something and it does 3 damage, then you just randomly yeet the bottle, and it's like, hey, 4 damage, go burr. This is a luck check? I mean, I don't really care, right? Like, -1 stamina versus -2 reason. Probably should have taken the reason, just due to the fact that we're playing incredibly grounded and just great mental image and just incredible. Like, he is such a happy man. He can heal himself so much, mentally speaking. Like, I don't really know what to say. I mean, the man has the healthiest mental state you've ever seen, and he dresses like Dracula. So you don't think he does, but he do. He dresses like Dracula in the middle of summer. He must be like he must be evaporating. Like, he walks into the sunlight and it's just like whoosh. If you're a vampire and you step out into the sunlight, do your clothes burn up too, or is it just you? Huh. Never thought about that before. Because I usually think of it like when I think of a vampire, I think of like the Buffy thing, where you get staked in the heart and then you just like poof into dust because you're like a demon or whatever. But, yeah, moving on. Do we go to the hospital twice? Probably not, but we could for fun. Is it worth 15 EXP? No, not really. So let's just go. We have 10 stamina and a dog. That's cool. This is not cool, by the way. Just so you know, this is the exact opposite of cool. This is very bad. We don't like these. We don't take these either. So, you know what? No thank you, I'm full. I don't need... I need EXP, but no thank you, sir. I've had enough EXP for one mystery. Because then, you know, we have to go immediately into this. And it's like, how are you gonna swing a freaking monkey wrench in the... This is a certified Dust of Seeing moment. It really do be. Yeah, it really is a certified Dust of Seeing moment. Unfortunately, we're not wearing the hoodie. We should, but I was like, you know, we'll put it on in the last mystery. We're not gonna get that much more benefit out of a compass, to be real with you, so we might as well be wearing it, because we could be doing 10 damage a turn. Instead of... So we can do 15 max. So Paranoid also kicked in. There's no sense in fighting back. Which is quite annoying, Kouji. There's always a sense in fighting back. Please stop being paranoid. I'd really appreciate it. And the thing is, we could probably... Well, no, we couldn't, because it would go down to... Actually, yes, we could, because every point is 3. So we'd have 50 for the time slot. So we could kill here if we were wearing the whatchamacallit. And so this is another example of why Kouji's unique perk to swap equipment mid-battle is the best perk in the game, apparently. Because the game just wants to taunt me here, doesn't it? Also, didn't we have 7 last round? Why do we have 6 now? We should be down to 4. That's a little bit weird. Anyways. Ignore that. Don't worry about it. Contaminated water. It had to happen eventually. I'm a little bit sad it happened now, but it's Spiral Hoodie time. Thank God. Okay. So there is, amazingly, if we fight the boss and we fight a couple of enemies here, there is a chance that we actually get to level 6, and if we get lucky, then we could get both Dex 8 and Knowledge 8, because we'd have to get Folklore Studies, or Quick Thinking. One of those two, and we'd have to get them in the next level up. And we are going to fight the boss, because we're not going to discard anything. We'll throw the compass at him for sure. But we need as much EXP as we can get. So this is not one of those things. Pain. Pain and suffering. We can reroll, actually. That's fine. Do you fancy plus 4% attack speed? Because that sounds fun to me. That sounds fun to me, brother. So we're going to take a point of knowledge because I'm crazy. We might lose the game because of that. If you want to win the game, you just take a point of dexterity. But I want to have fun. So let's see here. We have the ability to attack, and so we will. It's just that simple, really. We unfortunately can't cheese it, but we can guarantee the 7. Or no, we can't. It's a 90% chance. We won't miss. Don't worry about it. And then we can just do this. So we can guarantee 15 damage against someone with 20 power, which is convenient and nice. We can't die here, but it's pretty close, actually. Our stamina is very low, and it's very dangerous. We do want EXP, by the way. So I'm thinking that we buy some rubbish, and then immediately... Well, we can discard the branch, actually. With that being said, I'm a little bit concerned about our current ability to stay alive against an enemy who does 4 stamina damage, so... I think this'll okay, we do 7. He goes down to 15, we kill him next turn. It's just that simple. And by the way, we're desperation anyways, so we don't even have to care, really. Because we can just do, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage. We can do, realistically, 30 damage a turn. We can realistically do 30 damage a turn. That's very frightening. And very nice, actually. So, 2 more. Paranoia again. That sucks. That honestly sucks a lot. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Paranoia, it do hurt, though. Also, how do we have so much money? How did that happen? So, we can... 2% Doom. A little bit unfortunate. So we're gonna get 15 EXP. So here's the weird thing, right? We're gonna get 15 EXP. I feel like we go here and get some stamina recovery thing. I think that we do. We don't have a charisma check, so who cares? We'll just do the sewing kit, keep money. So we're gonna get 15 EXP from doing the side quest. We're gonna get 30 EXP from completing the mystery. So 45. And then we're killing the boss. So we should, emphasis on should. Brother, that's rotten. You can't make me roll an 11, dude. That should be illegal. So we're gonna fight the boss. We should win relatively easily, to be real with you. We're doing 10 damage a turn. Realistically speaking. I mean, we could miss. We're gonna throw the torch at him. He's doing 2 damage to us. There is a chance that we die. That is true and or real. But it's not something that I want to think about. So if you'd please not make me think about it, I really appreciate it. But then we've got Desperation, so we can just come in with a strong prep attack, and he's out of here, dude. Okay. So currently, we are facing -6 stamina, which means that we are going to die. However, we have some Doom to play around with. We know it's Ghoul and Coma as our second choices. Now, unfortunately, I was not given what I wanted. So what we can do here is we can go up to... So we have to think, is it going to be more efficient to get +2 stamina and then rest 3 times? Or to get +1 knowledge and then rest 2 times? And so we're going to get +1 knowledge and we're going to rest 2 times. That's fine. The game tried. The game really did try to make us lose the lighthouse here, but... And actually, my strat of going to the monument like 18 million times was like the most important thing I've ever did in the run. Like, that won us the run, by the way, just so you know. Because we went from like, what was it, 50% Doom, 48% Doom, down to like 37, 38. So that did win us the run, because we're gonna have to rest a couple times here. There were other things there were bad choices that we made, evidently. But actually not really, though. Because if we invested into dexterity, we ended up with 2 paranoias, so, yeah. Anyways, so we are good, we are, Coma, we are Ghoul. I'll take -3 stamina for... Or actually, no, that's the dexterity. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so that's the dexterity check, that's -3 stamina. I'll take -3 stamina for 500, Alex. And then I'll take +10 EXP for 500, Alex. So... We've just got to get to 4 stamina, and then we win. So, you know, you just rest a bit, honestly. That's it. That's it. You've done it. You just rest a bit. It's that easy. It's that easy, dude. And discipline doesn't kick in when you succeed the threshold check, just so you know. It's Coma. Discipline pays off there. But wait, why didn't Doomed already proc? Because doesn't Doomed already proc when you get it... when you pass one of the checks, isn't that right? Huh. I'm a little confused there. But our hard work paid off. Here's the thing. With the discipline, we wouldn't even have had to rest anyways. But discipline and Doomed already are really wonky in the lighthouse. Like, there are videos from this patch, the Miku runs, where we got Doomed already, we went into the lighthouse, and then we would get Reason every time we went through, like, one of those threshold checks. So why that wasn't happening here, I have no idea. But thank you so much for watching. My name's Webweaver, and please comment down below what your favorite new enemy was. Mine was the sun burning my skin off into ash. I have been Webweaver. I hope you're all staying safe out there, and I will see you on the next episode of World of Horror. Bye. Also, tomorrow, we're entering a mini backlog for like 4 or 5 days. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, thanks. Have a good one. Bye.